New year, new you. Happy New Year to all. I'm sure you are all excited to get 2020 in the rearview mirror. Guess what? Anybody that was bitching and moaning about 2020 being the toughest year ever, guess what? It's over. It's over. The new you starts now. I understand we're not completely out of the woods yet with the COVID, etc. However, excuse time is over. Your time is now. It is time for you to make those changes you've been thinking about for days, weeks, months, maybe years, maybe decades. 2021 can and will be your year. I'm going to go over something with you today on this very podcast episode that has had a major positive effect on my life. I apologize because I don't know who to give full credit for this to, because it's kind of evolved in people that I've spoke to and coached and things I've done for myself that I do not know where it originated, but it is a powerful tool that I cannot wait to give you today. Before we get into that, I think this is the reason that not all New Year's resolutions come true. I'm sure you've done them in the past. I know I've done them in the past. There's stats out there showing that I think it's 60% of all people that have a New Year's resolution, it's over 2 weeks into the year. Not you, not 2021. Why not? Because I think a lot of times with New Year's resolutions, first off, they're not specific, right? It's like, I want to lose a few pounds in 2021 versus a better way is I want to lose 5 pounds over the next 2 months or 5 pounds every 2 months in 2021. That's specific. Then you come up with the ways you're going to lose the weight, the exercises you're going to do, the way you're going to change your eating habits, etc. You come up with a specific plan versus just a wish. That's not even a plan. It is just a wish that just floats off into the wind. But here's where I challenge you. I not only want to challenge you to come up with a few goals, because I think that's healthy no matter what, but think about who you want to become. Think about this now. Who do you want to become? You want to become somebody who fill in the blank. You want to become somebody who pushes through difficult times. You want to become somebody who can pivot if life throws you a curveball. You want to become somebody who pushes through a difficult workout and does not fold under the pressure of sweating a little bit too much. You push yourself harder than you've ever pushed yourself before. Who do you want to become? Here is the tool I mentioned earlier. If you think about a dinner table and think about people that you look up to. It could be people that you know. It could be people that you do not know. It could be somebody dead or alive. It could be a grandparent who's no longer with us. It could be Martin Luther King Jr. It could be somebody that is no longer around. It could be anybody you want. But if you think about at least 3 to 4 people, I actually have 9 at my dinner table. I have an index card with heroes and idols of mine that sit around a dinner table. And what I do is I think about who I want to become. And I'll definitely do this today or in the next couple days. Think about who you want to become. And typically we take different aspects of different people, right? That's what I do anyways. Think about who you want to become, put those people around the dinner table and think about what values and aspects of each person you want to embrace and become over the course of that year. Also, by the way, put yourself at the dinner table, because I'm not sitting here suggesting you have to take bits and pieces of everybody else. You are you. You are yourself. You're beautiful. You're an amazing person as it is. But I think it's also awesome to dip and pull from different individuals and learn from people from the past. Whether the past is last year or 300 years ago, we can learn from all these individuals and take amazing aspects of their life and learn from them and create the most badass version of yourself that you want to become. For those of you that know David Goggins, I have read his book. Check him out, David Goggins. The book is called Can't Hurt Me, an amazing story of his life and what he's been through, his setbacks. He's got kicked in the mouth more times, basically literally and figuratively in his life. It's incredible. And I think about David Goggins when I'm working out. I think about what would Goggins do in this situation? If I have 50 push-ups left and I only want to do 12, what would Goggins do? Man, he would knock out more than 50. He'd probably knock out 100. And I would boom, 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 and I start cranking out the push-ups. I take David Goggins from the workout side. I am a believer in the Lord, so Jesus is at my table. I think about Jesus. I think about Mother Teresa. I think about different individuals who are patient, who can deal with a difficult situation with grace. I think about them if I'm at work and I have a difficult phone call or meeting or Zoom call or FaceTime, and I try to channel a little bit of those individuals in that moment. Who do you want to become? And then go become that person. You can do this. I think it feels so cool to have this dinner table. And then once you get the dinner table down and you can remember who you have seated at the table, I highly recommend, again, starting with yourself at the dinner table, but then 2 to 3 other people at first to get used to those individuals. And then when you hit the setback, your first setback, big or small, you think about the dinner table and think about if that setback was presented at dinner with those people sitting around the table, how would you overcome it? And you can pull from these different individuals that you love, that you idolize, that are mentors of yours, basically. And it's a beautiful way to figure out who you want to become. I cannot wait to see what your dinner table looks like. Look me up, find me on social media. If you don't already, let me know who's sitting at your dinner table, because I think this can be a hugely powerful tool to help you navigate whatever's coming our way in 2021. 2020 is over. 2021 is your time. This is your year. You are worth it. Your body is worth it. Your mind is worth it. Your life is worth it. Make 2021 your year. I have full faith in you. You better have full faith in you. We'll see you very soon. We'll see you next week for another podcast. Living the Dream, Matt Scoletti. I am out of here.